Hi everyone. Today I want to give you a little bit of an update on my weight. So I lost that half a pound on Monday and I've been staying right about that same weight for the last 2 days. I've been doing an almost no starch, just like 15 grams or a little bit less. And it settles my stomach a little bit better. I'm not sure it's a good idea or not a good idea, but tomorrow I will do absolutely no starch. But I haven't had a cheat meal day, a larger amount of calories day in about 10 days. So I decided today was that day, and I made some chocolate chip cookies, just two smaller ones. Um, and yeah, it's amazing how I can not be all that hungry and be able to eat the junk food, isn't it? But yeah, I'm enjoying it. So today I wanted to talk about food noise. And this is part one of food noise. And right up front, full disclosure, listen real closely, okay? Listen in. Here we go. Hopefully I don't get banned for this. I don't need GLP-1s to quiet my food noise. Yeah, just say it. And the other secret, I might not be the only one who finds quieted food noises with whole foods and staying away from a lot of the ultra-processed foods. Just saying. I might not be the only one, but I'm just talking about my experience here. So food noise. All I can talk about is my experience with food noise. I used to think about food all the time. What am I going to have for breakfast? What am I going to have for dinner? What am I going to have the next day? What am I going to, what am I going to have for this snack? And what am I going, it was annoying. I mean, extremely annoying. And I would eat, and an hour and a half later, I mean, I would have quite a bit of food. I would be hungry again, and I'm like, this is insane. I shouldn't be hungry. And when I started really embracing whole foods that are nutritious, that fill me up, that aren't, let's add lots of the carbs and fat together in a starchy, comforting food, and which I can do some of, but in large amounts, which are what they call hedonic or ultra palatable. I found a lot of comfort in that. I could say, I've had enough. I don't need to eat the rest of this plate of food. And I'd be like a little hungry, and it would be like 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night. And I'm like, I'm good. I don't need to eat. And I began to feel like I was more of a person that I'd always wanted to be. What is it like to eat like a normal weighted person? And I felt like, I am anything but a normal weighted person, obviously. But I began to not think about food all the time and be satisfied with less, truly satisfied with less. Not just, let me deny that I'm hungry type of thing. And to feel normal, to feel that way is such a blessing, to find that. I mean, people talk about they just don't put down the fork and they just don't do this. It's like, yeah. But I figured out what to do. And it doesn't involve taking a $1,600 a month drug that I would have to stay on for the rest of my life, most likely. I never took them, so, But hey, I'm just talking about my experience only. So, yeah, that's all I want to talk about today in part one is you can find that, probably. I have. In my experience, I have found that. I have calmed that food noise. And very rarely Usually when I go to some event where they have pretty much predominantly whole ultra-processed foods, and I feel that funky food noise going on, and I just lean into the ultra-processed foods, and I'm fine in a day or two. So you have a good day. Bye.